Well, I didn't expect to be recording anything tonight, but just as I was about to pick up my black apricorn for the day, well, this fisherman that I beat in the last video, he called and he has an item, and as I said, I have an inkling that this is the one who gives me water stones, which I need to enter that vault in the Ruins of Alph. So I'm gonna go see him now, and if you wonder how the hell I can fly to Mahogany, well, remember when I went to pick up that Farfetch'd on Route 43? Well, I went through Mahogany for like 5 seconds or something. I'm gonna dodge these trainers for now because I'm not ready to fight them yet. Maybe later in this video, because obviously I'm going to do it in a few parts. I'm not gonna do it all tonight. And by the way, that Golbat sprite just looks so much better than the one in red and blue. That is such a relief to see an acceptable Golbat sprite. And yeah, I said I was picking up black apricorns because, as I've said before, apparently they're really great for catching Lugia. If my formula is correct, then it's 7.7 times the normal catch rate, compared to 2 for an Ultra. So right now, the plan now is that I'm going to catch Hoo with the Master Ball and Lugia with Heavy Balls, and I'm starting to build a stock right now, and it is as if, yes, it's a Water Stone, so I am going to head to the Ruins of Alph soon enough. It's Monday morning and I'm not working. Yep, it's Labor Day. So as promised, I am going to show you that bazaar where this guy sells stuff like star pieces and nuggets for actually less than their selling price. So I get some profit on these items. So I'm gonna buy them all. I made sure to make enough space in my inventory before coming here, so I'm gonna buy them all, and I guess I'm going to head back out and sell these as soon as I get the chance, but not now. Next time, I promise the meat of part 68. Okay, so for those of you who are temporarily confused, and I couldn't blame you, we are Thursday, September 8th, late in the afternoon, and this is the last video before Hard Gold and Soul Silver comes out as I promised. And oh, we got a Mystic Water here. What does my Lapras have? Wasn't there a Mystic Water in the first place? Could I have 2 of them right now? Let's see. Mystic Water! Yeah, my Lapras got one already, so I guess this one's going to go in the PC. I was saying for a moment, yeah, actually, the best item possible for my Lapras, but I already had one, so doesn't matter really. So let's jump down to this secret chamber. What does it say? They possess great insight and reject the outside world. That's what it looked like anyway. Still more cryptic messages that mean absolutely nothing. And by the way, I spared you the return trip to the Union Cave. Isn't that just nice of me? Because, well, it's just boring watching me beat wild Pokemon after wild Pokemon in an area that I had already cleared. Though, to be perfectly honest, I had only 1 or 2 random battles in my entire trek through the Union Cave this time around. Why, oh why, couldn't I have had such an encounter rate in my other visits here? Especially that ultra long one where I went to catch Lapras. But anyway, I'm all ready for Hard Gold and Soul Silver's release, well, except for the fact that I still have 3 days to work this week, which annoys the hell out of me, because if Sarah B's coverage begins before Saturday, I won't be able to follow it live, which sucks, so I'm only going to be able to catch up when I get back from work, which definitely sucks. And he also promises that his coverage will start out with a bang, that's what he says anyway, which tells me that he knows a lot about this game already, so we might be dealing with a flood of information the moment he gets the game, which could be, well, any minute now! He could have the cartridge and be popping it in his DS, and, well, the possibilities are just endless, but I don't think it's gonna begin today because I think Sarah B's British, right? And they're pretty late at night over there, so it's gonna at least wait until tomorrow. Okay, so now it's time to clear out the remainder of Route 42, which consists of these two trainers you see here. And, you know, I get asked a lot of weird questions by private message, and since I haven't ruled out the possibility of doing a hard gold LP at some point in time, well, someone asked me if I did do a hard gold LP, if I was going to play as Gold or Kotone since they changed the girl character. Well, I got news for you. I still have testicles. And on top of that, Gold at least has the benefit of being designed in an era where Pokemon playable characters still had more fashion sense than Lady Gaga. And as for the starter, well, of course, I haven't decided yet, but it's still not going to be Totodile, even though nowadays it's the best of the three by far. The reasoning for that is, well, there are so many good water types that are going to be available. Hell, in this Crystal LP, I'm planning on having 2 water types up until the Elite Four. I'm going to ditch Lapras afterwards, but it still gives you an idea of the quality of the water type. So it would be once again between Chikorita and Cyndaquil. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm not even sure I'm going to do hard gold at some point in time. For one, it would need to be a lot more different from Gold, Silver, Crystal than Fire and Leaf Green were compared to Red and Blue. And it does look promising enough, to be honest. It looks like they've gone the extra mile to do this. To do not just a remake, but a remake with a brand new experience to it. You know, something kind of like Metroid Zero Mission. Zero Mission was awesome. If only Fire Red and Leaf Green were designed with the same outlook, we might have had a very different and much, much better game. Of course, the soundtrack would still have needed a lot of help, but that isn't what I'm talking about here. And by the way, take a look at those levels. Level 16. I have beaten the 6th gym, and I am still fighting level 16 Pokemon. I cannot believe it. I sincerely hope they fix that in Hard Gold and Soul Silver. Though it looks promising once again because they've actually increased the levels of Hard Gold Who and Soul Silver Lugia by 5, from 40 to 45, so now they match Kyogre and Groudon from Ruby and Sapphire. So with that trainer down, we are going to enter Mahogany Town, where, well, things aren't quite normal there, because there's the Lake of Rage nearby that has been infested with Gyarados lately due to Team Rocket forcing the Magikarps to evolve into Gyaradoses. Gyarados? What? I don't know what the plural is, but I don't really care. The Gyaradoses are rampaging at the Lake of Rage, and it's because of Team Rocket. And Team Rocket has a lot of other activities in this town, such as, you know, well, try a Rage Candy Bar. This is a Team Rocket plug, of course. And look, the shop even has the theme of the underground base of Team Rocket that is just under this building. And yeah, this guy isn't being very subtle about what he's doing. Okay, so here he's selling me Slowpoketails and tiny mushrooms. Wow, I didn't know tiny mushrooms were in this generation. And okay, so this guy here is gonna block me from going to Route 44, so I'm not going to Route 44 at least until I, at least until I defeat the Rocket Base. But now he wants to sell me a Rage Candy Bar, and no, thank you. I don't even remember what a Rage Candy Bar does anyway. Yeah, I'm sure there are going to be 10 comments in the first 30 minutes of me posting this video telling me the Rage Candy Bar does this and that, and quite frankly, I don't care. I've never used one, and I don't plan on using one either. So that salesman in that other building sells me Slowpoketails for $9,800. Compare that to $1 million from the guy on Route 32 way back at the beginning of the game. So this is going to be it for today. Have a nice release period.